Trim a second. Welcome to Generation Podcast. I'm not your host. I'm Luther Danger, and I'm here with your host, Andy. How
I
are
mean,
you, Andy?
I'm good. We're not in the dojo. We are on Zoom. We are recording with interweb device.
I tell you, it's not the same as being in the same place, but it's fine. It's
Oh yeah,
okay. It's
I'll be there
tolerable.
soon. I'll be there soon. We got back from Chicago and we are dogless right now. And if I we have to spend time together, but she's asleep right now, so I'm sneaking in a pod with my home dog Luther. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
I think those edibles that I ate are still in my system somewhere, like in my cells, like I don't know.
That's good. You need it. I recommend those for everybody, who
Yeah.
doesn't have a debilitating drug problem like
Doesn't
this
have a
one.
debilitating. I mean, and we're emphasis on debilitating. We got a minor, medium drug problem, by all means.
Yeah, go knock yourself out. But like a debilitating one, the one that'll cost you, one that'll have consequences, don't dabble in edibles. You know what I mean?
Don't edible dabble. Don't. They were $11 for like a pack of like fucking
Boom,
like
boom.
10 milligram or 10 milligram or whatever
Hmm.
grams. I don't know, milligrams, not
Milligrams. Yeah.
You're like you can tell I'm a drug novice because I actually
Yeah.
said grams.
Yeah,
Pow
you're a total noob.
noob, drug noob. But we started them before we went to Giordano's, which is I think you've been there. You might have been there. You've only been to Chicago twice, right? So it's like we went for the World Series and then we went, you know,
I
allegedly.
went one other time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I oh God, it was so good. I ordered a pizza, and
Mhm.
before the pizza came, it started to be like it was like starting to fire up because we were like bloop, because we were really hungry. We had appetizer. I don't even remember what the appetizer was, but it was like
I, by the way, I don't think you need to describe edibles to this audience.
no, I think the audience in like Tanzania and places and random places like that. Not that Tanzania is random. That's still country, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Being
yeah.
so often, they fold and like come up like very quickly in Africa.
I don't think they come and go as often as you might think in Africa.
Really, like every 4 to 6 years is pretty often for a country. Did you know there's a South Sudan and it only existed since 2010, I believe, 2010.
I, I did know that, and the reason why is
Yeah.
I went on a field trip with my daughter a couple of years ago,
Okay, South.
and in this area there's Civil War battlefields. We're going to Civil War battlefields, and
Yeah.
trying to be the chaperone, I turned to her and her friend, and sitting in the seat, and was like, "Hey, Civil War, talking about the South and the North, and like who won this battle, who was fighting who, what was going on, trying to
Oh
give them
God.
some info, right?" And my daughter's little friend, her best friend, was like, "Speaking of civil wars, how familiar are you with the Sudanese civil war? Because let me tell you something, the South and the North there." And he just kept on going for minutes at a time. And
You told
he
me
was
about
in,
child.
yeah,
Yes.
he was in fourth grade, and I didn't have enough information to
Did you
have any rebuttal.
quiz? What do you say? Classic PR 101. What
Hmm,
do you say if you don't know?
I don't know. Tell me more about that. Maybe it would be my thing. What
Well,
do you got?
you're being grilled by reporters. You're like, that was an excellent question.
Hmm.
I will circle back with the answer from that, or something like that. It's just like a pass. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Or
we will
with
get back to you with more results or more figures on that. Thank you again. I'd like to thank you for bringing that up. That's a very important question. We're gonna get to the
yeah.
bottom of that for you next, and then you just go like that. That's how you go.
Absolutely, absolutely. In work, I do the Machiavellian thing where I like to praise them, like where it's like, "That's a great question. Thank you so much for asking." And then I answer a different question while
Yes.
telling them they're right about their assumption. So they might be saying like, "Hey, I heard you're going to be painting all of the trucks red. Why are you painting them red?" And I may come back with like, "Great question. I'm really glad you asked." The thing about blue cars is they're blue and they're blue for a reason, and we love them blue. And I'm glad that you pointed out that red is important to you. And blue cars are, the best cars. The best cars. Speaking
Okay,
of
very much, guys.
Speaking of answering things that aren't the question that you asked, there is debate happening like right now. I was watching a piece of it before we got on
Oh,
here.
walls fall down, or JD
Walls, and JD Vance. And I
Vance
don't
and
really want to
Wall.
get into that because I honestly don't know. I was like watching some of it because I'm like, I haven't really heard these two talks because obviously I'm not all that political. Because turns out um, it doesn't matter
No,
how I feel about a thing. It all
no,
matters. It all matters, but I'm
no.
not going to do anything beyond. I'll go and vote. I'll absolutely go and vote.
Oh, you
But
voted for Dildo on Fire last time, right?
I did,
I
and
voted for somebody. I won't
yeah,
say.
sure, sure. That
I was not
person's
one of the candidates. Again, it will not be one of the candidates again. I'm voting for a friend.
good. Yeah, write something in. You never know. It,
I'm just waiting on a friend. You know that song? Or
no,
something.
I don't.
I voted for you, Mimi.
I voted for you, Mimi. It's the best. I have two friends named Mimi,
Oh my
surprisingly,
God. Oh, you've told her that, right?
and I've told both of them.
That story is one
I'm
of my
voting for
besties.
I'm
Yeah, my
voting for
bestie,
you,
third grade.
Mimi.
Third grade, we're not supposed to talk about who we're voting for. Specifically, the teacher tells us this. And he just comes out, I voted for you, Mimi. So fucking funny. The whole class is like, ah, red, red card now. I'm working
uh,
that into a script because it was so like visceral. The card system, you're staring at your worth like for
mhm.
hours and hours.
But
School like 15 hours. They never called home. I
you
realized
yeah, you know what happened when you got on red card?
nothing.
Nothing. And once I knew that, I was like, I'm not afraid of
A bunch
fucking
of candy.
colors. You
You
think
gotta
I'm afraid of
misunderstood.
colors, Miss Dannenberg? You think I'm afraid of colors?
Annenberg and Winters must have shared the same. Like they must have been scissoring, doing crib notes on us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
maybe.
oh, but so you're saying that in the likely event of something horrible happening to the candidates, now this does this VP thing even matter? Now I think it almost does. And if this case, neither of us are going all down with JD or going walls deep on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to weigh in, man. I don't want to
That
weigh
would
in.
be
I
my
want to
number
talk
one
about
thing.
something else. I want to talk about something else. I want to scream into the void about something else.
What are you screaming at? I mean, we're in a. You want to talk more about how drugs are great, but they're also.
No, I don't know. Let's transition. We'll transition to a different topic, maybe.
I
Let's
did have to order for Ream service instead of room service because I was so fucked up from the. I told my girlfriend I didn't get this Ream service, and
did
I.
she ream you out?
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
too bad.
that was a good one. It was a good one. But like the best part was I wasn't like hungry for food. I wanted candy. I was like, there will be candy. I was like, candy and drinks and snacks, candies. I was like, do it. I was
Do
like,
it.
do it. I was like, please do it.
Bring it. Do.
It
You
was like
do.
it was
You
basically it was like
you do.
Ream service, please. I need Ream service.
You do.
And then
I got Mike and Ike's while I was out earlier to eat, and
really?
I was gonna bring them down here, but I figured me chomping on Mike and Ike's probably didn't make for a good
Great.
audio
Oh, because
experience.
we're known for our great audio experience.
Hey man, I
We've
listened
got
back to
one and
that
a half.
400th episode, and I was so pissed off because of
Yeah.
your
It was
inferior audio
it
quality,
was
and I've
great
given you,
content.
God, it was adequate. It was adequate, but it
Not the
sounded
best,
like
not the worst, you know.
garbage.
It
Not
was
the best,
good.
not the worst. That's what we're going for. That
Yeah.
spot
And
where not the best.
so
It's not good. It's not
we
bad.
Mike and Mike's like Mike and Ike, sorry. Um I had Sour Patch Kids during
Mhm.
this. There was Ream service, and I was given Sour Patch Kids. They were presented to me, and I was like, bad. And then I proceeded to viciously devour them, bite their heads off. I was fat. I was fantasizing about that they were weed Sour Patch Kids as well, and I was so fucked up. Like I was like, when we got in this room, first off, we almost like both of us separately almost walked into traffic, like
Did you?
because
How many of these edibles did you take?
I
Multiple?
took we split one tenner.
Oh,
I,
you're a baby. What's wrong
yeah,
with you?
I, I don't do drugs very often except
Yeah,
prescription.
little 5 milligram. Yeah, come on, man. I figured you were like doing like three of them, four
Well,
of them.
I'd never done an edible. I'd only smoked, and
All right, well,
you've seen me like smoke like in my late 30s and be like
yeah,
really,
you were really bad at it.
I was
You don't know
bad.
how to light a lighter
I can't light the lighter or the bowl,
or
but I
hold a
can.
blunt or do anything. It was
Oh,
funny.
I'm
You were really
terrified. So I
bad. I
went
had
to
to
do
help you.
edibles, which I'm also bad at. You did help me. It was great, but like we're like almost walking into traffic. It was awesome. Because I was like, oh man, guess what? She's like, what? I was like, I'm glad that you stopped because I'm just mirroring your actions right now. This is starting to affect me. I did eat three pieces of that thick pizza. The third one probably saved not only my life, but the life of others. And because at one point she was like, oh my God, I did the same thing. And then we get in the hotel room. We get this hotel. First off, I kept going, I got a great idea. It's like, what? It's like, you want to come back to my hotel room? I was pulling on all the stops. The best
Yeah.
part is I knew like this thing was about to destroy me, and I'm like, there's no way there's gonna be fun time. I was
What
just
you
like,
mean, like poop your pants like you did earlier on the trip?
oh, we'll
You
get to
did poop
that.
your pants.
Get to
Okay.
that. I'm finishing the Sour Patch Kid story, and then we're gonna talk about my pants pooping. This
Maybe
isn't
we'll take a
script.
break. Is
This
this
is
good?
this is pretty good. I sit there with the Sour Patch Kids, and I'm biting their heads off, and I'm like looking at them like, wow. I just started moaning. I'm fucking moaning for like 5 consecutive minutes, eating Sour Patch Kids, just like, oh, no.
Oh wait. Oh,
All right.
oh wait.
Pretty good. All the blue ones are gone.
Oh
Oh,
wait.
the blue ones. It's like that.
Look
She's
at
like,
that big fat
like,
person.
excuse me. I was like, oh, more ream service. I was like, I got an idea. You do. You do. You get more. You bring us more candy. And then she's like, I'm getting fucked up now, too. It was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was the best trip. And the fact that it started, virtually began with a pants shitting is like, we're talking like 4 hours in, I'm shitting myself in my baby cousin's place. I mean, he's 28 or 9 now, but like,
But he's
yeah,
sweet, sweet little baby cousin,
little
sweet
baby boy,
little baby boy.
go blue baby face. He does have a baby face, doesn't he? He's
He's very
tall.
handsome. He's a very handsome young man. And he's
Yeah.
not even a young man. He's just a full-on man now.
Well, I just remember I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, I'm admiring his bidet, first off.
He's got a bidet.
Yeah, he's got a bidet. It's one of the
That
clip-on.
probably came in handy for you, right?
It's a clip-on. It's a clip-on bidet. So he's
Good.
telling me like I'm just calling them clip-ons because Will has a bidet as well. I botched using that one. Somehow I shouldn't have been wiping butt blood if I had a bidet, okay? Your bidet is wrong. It's the wrong size, the wrong speed, the wrong temperature. It's wrong. Wrong bidet.
I haven't as much butt stuff as I talk about. I really
I
haven't
know.
done. I haven't used the
I haven't.
bidet.
I can't. I didn't do it right. So I'm looking at this thing right at my cousins. I was like, oh, bidet. Kind of want to use that. Don't know if I have to. And then all of a sudden, I'm standing there about to take my wiener out to go to the bat to pee to number one, and I had
Hmm.
a number squirt. Okay, whatever number the squirt is, and I'm like, oh no! I said, uh-oh, like a child, like a 2 year old. Uh-oh, and I hear her and him on the other from the other side of the bathroom in in the living room, the lobby. I must say, the lobby in his palatial estate. They're like, oh God, what did he do? And I was just like, I had an accident. Oh no. All right, was I supposed to go the other way?
Oh
Was I
God.
supposed to go number one?
Let's. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna. Is this the end of the story? Is it
No,
wrapped
I
up?
no,
There's
because
more.
I there's
Okay.
more pooping.
I'm just trying to think about these poor folks out in the void,
In
who
like
may or may not be
Istanbul and
listening.
Indonesia and like
Somebody's listening to this on their morning commute, they're on the
what are you
bus.
commuting to?
It's on the
Foot,
I don't know, into the
Foot Locker.
city. They're on
In the
their
city to work at Foot Locker. They live an hour and a half away and they work commute to Foot Locker
Hey
because it just
man,
feels
you
right.
don't know. You don't know
Feels
what
right.
people are into. People might
Exactly.
find us anywhere. They're on
They
their
love feet.
bus,
They love
commuting
feet.
to the city. It's
Her feet
raining,
suck. It's raining.
and
Oh, this guy's shitting himself for
they're
like
like, God, I'm 14 minutes in, and they're talking about shit. This is so stupid. Why am I listening?
Eminem.
I
Eminem.
hope if you are listening,
He's like, oh, there's a Vicodin. I can't sell this shit. Let's say if you're
I
listening.
hope you're enjoying it. I hope your
Yeah,
day's
literally.
going great. I
Oh,
hope that thing that you're doing at work is gonna go well today. I know it is because you're prepared, you're ready.
you're
That
gonna make
thing that
sure
you're
you
looking
don't.
forward to on the weekend, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be
Oh,
just
yeah.
as fun as you were hoping it is. It's gonna be great.
That's good positive reinforcement. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
And if you're
shitting
not
over
doing
it.
okay, no, stop. Give me one
Steel
more minute.
toilet. A
All
steel
right, go ahead.
toilet. There's no lid. It's just the toilet.
Wait, you're dumping in a prison toilet?
Basically, so we're going. I'm like, I'm not letting this. First off, is my mood going to be affected by me shitting my pants? God, no. Because first off, it's not the first time. Okay, it's always unexpected. It's always eventually an unexpected delay because you're like, I got through that. That's fine because you just throw your under. What my move is just throw your underwear. Throw them away. Throw them
Oh
away.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just started underwear at a bar toilet, a work toilet, and now my my young baby boy cousin's toilet.
Do you do anything to conceal it? Like, is there like you wrap it in
No,
paper
no, no, no,
towel?
no.
No, you just drop it in the top. Like it's not, it doesn't even matter. You drop it in the top of the trash can with no shame.
Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse. So it's just like, I'm like sitting there and this is my probably my third pair of underwear I've thrown away in like 2 months. And I'm just like, whatever. I got so many. I got so many. I'm like Batman. The
Wait,
same.
wait, this is a
No, it's not a squirt problem. It's just more like a dry abscess problem of just like, got a little crush in them drawers. Got a little crush. Do I have seepage? I don't know. I don't know. Am I a bad wiper? I'm sure as hell not a good bidater. I'm just anything backdoor. I need an assist.
oh, buddy.
Where can they email us? Oh, good question. You need a job and you want to wipe daddy's ass, degeneratnation@gmail.com. I'll give you 4% of our 2025 earnings.
That's that's looking like at least $1, right?
What's 4% of 36 cents? And that's revenue. I will not say profit because that's
Revenue.
wrong. That is wrong for you. Yeah, revenue.
Is that from
Ads
that's everything. Your ad revenue. Damn. It's nice to
for the year.
talk
Yeah,
numbers. You hear it from other podcasts and they don't talk. They're not sharing their
36
income.
cents. Yeah.
They're making it appear like it's
We
better
got
than
we
it
got
is.
two no-name places that are like on hold waiting to approve
Oh.
like to us to broadcast their total shit on our fucking thing. And they do it automatically now. Buzzsprout does it automatically. Why would you not take the money? The money is out there. You need to take the money. It's very good for you to take the money. We are gonna take so much money. We have
You
so
know,
much things.
you know what I've always thought about your Trump impression?
What? It's committed. It's
It's
horrible. Not bad. It's not the
it's
best. It's not the
not
worst.
bad. It's not good. It's not bad. It's
The,
not. It's
the
not
the
good.
best one is probably like Shane Gillis is pretty good. That was a good one.
Sure,
But
sure,
the
sure.
the guy, what's his name? The three names, and instead of a serial killer, he's actually on SNL instead. The guy that does the Trump, he's good.
Brian
He's not the
Austin
best, not
Green.
the worst. Yeah, Brian Austin Green. Not the best, not the worst. 90210 alone. Okay, definitely not.
Yeah.
Not the one that ran someone over and I think killed them is probably the worst one. Probably.
Yeah. Probably not the best.
I don't think they killed someone. I think they just ran away. I might be thinking about Melrose Place. So it's a steel toilet is what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm facing away and I'm squatting over it for 10 to 15 minutes while she's taking pictures in this idyllic park that I'm shitting in a steel toilet of. I was just like, I didn't want to sit on the same place where anyone could have pissed, anyone could have shat, anyone could have evacuated their bowel.
Do you think we could maybe wrap up this story? Transition maybe to something
Well,
else?
I was gonna this segs into it. It parallels a Trump thing too, which is funny. We get picked up by an Uber a little later. I'm like just fucking like dead at this point. I was like, I probably need a nap. I've had a great museum time. I had a nice coffee, and then I shot myself in multiple locations. I'm wearing my cousin's underwear.
Oh,
My,
you had to borrow some drawers from him?
I borrowed some drawers, and I borrowed not borrowed, reclaimed a shirt from a turkey bowl years ago. It's probably 4 to 6 years ago. And I was like, cool. Lost 2 items of clothing, gained 2 items of clothing. Because I found shit specks areas, I'll say regions on my t-shirt while I'm in an Uber that stopped for gas and was playing a Trump speech. A Trump interview with Theo Vaughn, and I'm just looking, I'm like, what is going on? He's like, yeah, you know these grocery prices. I was like, dude, I got shit on my shirt and you can't smell it. I don't want to talk about I don't care about your grocery issues.
How'd you get poop on your shirt, man?
Oh, well, as I described,
I don't want to actually
I was
just
I'm facing the
you need
door.
to think about your diet. I think you need to consider what
I
you're
had
putting in.
Stan's donut. That's all what did I have? I had one donut and 2 cups of coffee that morning.
Okay, well,
Turbulence. You're forgetting about the turbulence.
maybe the coffee ain't good for your tum. Maybe you need to go switch to black tea or something.
How about cocaine? Should I switch to cocaine? What's
Obviously, hookers and
black tea?
blows.
What is black tea, anyways?
It's not green tea.
Oh, green tea is ugh. This tastes like shit.
Yeah, like green tea's like veal, right? It's all young. It's just those young baby leaves.
Babe, well, you know I like it young, fresh, and green. The tea, man. So this week,
Question.
yeah,
Are, are we done with Chicago and poop for the time being? We can come back. I want to know if we're done. I'm ready to
Chicago
transition to the
poop
next topic.
specifically, or
Just
Chicago
anything.
poop?
I got a
Basically,
question. I
we
got a
all go
question
to
for you. No,
we all go to
I got a
Chicago.
question for you. It's about dating.
Ooh, yeah.
So, does anyone ever use like those maternity glamour shots as dating pictures on like their dating profiles?
Ooh, wait. Please tell me more about maternity glamour shots because I have seen pregos on there and I've screen captured them. I
So,
always
like,
it was a rule if you're actively pregnant or say you're pregnant in your profile, I screen cap that motherfucker. I think they're on my old phone though.
okay.
Burner. Pregos on the burner.
So I was looking at a maternity photo shoot recently.
Okay.
Just don't judge me for what I'm
I'm
into.
not judging. I'm
Don't yuck my yum. And I
thoroughly
was
into
thinking,
I'm
like
into it. It's totally fine. I like it.
you take the pictures, the ones with the hand on the belly,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Or your hands are on the belly and the baby daddy's hands are on the
You
belly.
crop out the baby daddy. He's baby daddy ghost hands on the belly.
Yeah, yeah.
This
But
could be your hands on my next one.
yeah, exactly.
You want to grab this shit? Pump me up.
Where like what if you didn't have a great photo session since your maternity shots, but you pay good money for
Likely,
those. You're
likely.
not with baby daddy. The kid's young.
You're never with baby daddy, and the kid is always young.
Do you,
If they're 17, god damn it, they're still young. Those kids are always young. Abort, not the kids, the dating situation.
I'm just
Let
wondering
someone
if it
else.
happens. I don't know.
Oh
I've
yeah,
thought about that.
it
Okay.
happens too. The best one is just like I'm looking for like a future, I'm looking for a father figure for my kids,
Mm.
plural, and you're like, in swipe right, fuck it, I need this. It's like I need this. I'm going for it. I mean, I've been in some. I've been in an interesting situation. I once accompanied someone to a Chick-fil-A. We met on the webs, and she had kids, and she brought the kids, and then I hung out with her later. They went to sleep or like immediately, and then I'm watching Jumanji. She's telling me about, and then she starts talking about her situation. I was like, oh my God, the worst part about this conversation that's I'm listening, but I'm listening because like I'm an okay person, not a good person, not a bad person. Just kind of like I was
Original.
listening.
Wait. Original Jumanji or like the new Jumanji?
No, the new one.
Okay.
The one
The
that
f-
you can tune out,
the
that's
f-
fine. Not
the
the best.
first one or the sequel?
The first one,
Okay.
because
All right.
people
Sorry.
was
Keep
the
going.
next time we hung out. I'm serious too. So oh my God, she had a nice shower though. That's all I remember that was being positive though. It was just like, why am I here? And I'm like, I don't got anywhere to be. I'll hear about this horrible situation.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
You,
okay, yeah, he doesn't sound like the best guy. No. And then I'm like, oh my God, if I just say as little words as possible, the choice will be mine whether to I can like engage in romantic entanglements with this woman after this film concludes or doesn't conclude. The choice is all mine. It was about the power. It became about the
I mean, maybe she just needed someone to talk to.
exactly. And I'm
Everybody
like,
needs somebody to talk to.
it's like, is this my niche? Is this easier than I thought? Can I suppress my feelings this deeply that I will do this more often? And the answer was yes. Only a couple of times with someone of that ilk, but like, I mean,
Someone
it's
of
just
that.
weird.
What do you what do you
Um,
mean someone of that ilk? Someone who's sullied herself with child. What is it?
basic. No, but no, like a mother situation where there was just like I don't know, was just like the kid was there and they weren't like a seasoned professional at keeping their lives separate or anything like that. I mean, I don't know, it's just fucking weird, but I was like, what am I doing tonight?
I mean,
Who
I
am I?
guess yeah, to have a first date meet your kid is weird, right?
Yeah.
Is
Or
it?
to have them just be there and then just like, oh, I'll just bang you anyways. I'm like, oh, okay. Not there. I mean, like sleeping, like dead ass asleep. But it was like, why am I more concerned with getting caught than that person is? Is this old hat? I'm just an object. And I'm like, I know I'm an object, but at the same time, it felt a little weird. Felt a little weird.
Yeah.
So weird that I don't think there was a third time of that, of like a third person. There was two. There
Sure.
were two.
And they both had maternity glamour shots in their profile.
I know they should have. But okay, so it's like I entered a period where I was just like, okay, you know what? I got to embrace this. while still having a stance of, I don't think I could be a stepdad.
Sure.
You're just telling yourself that you couldn't. You're using words couldn't when your answer was like when you say if it's not a fuck yes, it's not a yes kind of thing. It's not a fuck no. I mean, if it's a I don't think I could. And you're really saying you're whispering, I don't need to do that. I have options. I ain't got to be no stepdaddy or like something like that. And you're saying it quietly to yourself, but really your brain is screaming like until you fucking have to resort to this you are not going to do this, but you're going to dabble. Oh, you'll dabble.
Could
Oh,
you could you be a stepdad now? Do you think?
no. I mean,
No.
no, but I'm happy now. Like,
I
so
know. I
it's,
mean, I just it's a theoretical. It's a hypothetical what if question, which I tend to not answer what ifs, but
oh, I'm
I'm
not,
curious.
I answer everything succinctly, but like in a roundabout explanation. That's what my style is, as you've noticed. But I'm a dog stepdad kind of. And that's,
That's not a thing.
would I
That
do that
doesn't
with
count.
humans? Would I do that with
Objectively, that doesn't count.
I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna like fucking try it now. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, no, I
okay.
get it.
But you mean, are you saying if I like screwed up royally or just something just what? Like like me it has to be so hypothetical now because I'm
Sure.
looking forward
Yeah.
at my life and I'm like,
Obviously, it would be a hypothetical.
no.
I'm really just looking for a yes or no.
No,
It doesn't need
no,
to
I
be a
don't
long-winded thing. Or
no.
you can just say, I don't know, and we can move
Okay,
on.
so I'll give you this scenario where I actually had thought about it, and this is like, what if there was some really cool kid that I'm like working with because I work with kid like youth development and or like kid or kids or whatever, preferably kid. Jesus, not like nine kids and like one mom, one hot mom. Like, no, thank you. Or yes, if they can fit them all in the Chick-fil-A play pit while we get to know each other, me and the woman, the mom, that's nice. But I think if they came to pick up their kid and they just kept vibing with me or something, I was like, all right, well, I know this kid and their mama's hot or something like, but I was still like, no, probably not.
Hmm.
But enough to be like, that style of flirtation where you just flirt with every man or woman in a subtle way. You don't do that with your eyes or like
I
your
don't think so.
presentation.
I don't really know if I flirt or not.
Do you think like you like work look at like you like side look at wifey and like if I wink at this man is she gonna be like why'd you do that and you like it like you model your behavior after what you can like not be.
I no, I try to conduct myself for the most part as if my wife is there.
Yes, yeah, well, yeah, no, I do it too, but it's just like hey,
Uh,
I'm introducing everyone and I'm
and
just
like,
getting male email addresses in the end or
well,
Instagram.
yeah, you're really good at meeting boys at bars, and I
I'm
don't know
at
what your secret
the
is.
museum at the
Obviously, I know
museum.
I saw a picture. You sent me a picture of you and two boys in tropical shirts
We
with
were like
mustaches.
same. They had mustaches. They had
Like, hey,
tropical.
let's take a picture. It would be so
They
cute.
wanted it. They wanted. I made them want me.
Yeah,
Okay. He's
sure.
like,
Okay.
you got the gram. I was like, you talking about Instagram, huh? I was like, you can tell me yours. And they're like, bam, it's this. I was like, okay, got it. And then made my girlfriend send me the picture. Can you
Great.
connect with them? Because I just have my podcast Instagram, and then you send me the picture, and I send it to everybody. That's like my version of maternity thing is just like me in a loud shirts
Sure. Sure,
in
sure,
like
sure.
exotic Midwestern locales.
Exotic
Oh,
Midwestern.
I 100%,
Chicago, the what?
yeah, I 100% still had photos of like fucking that trip. Like I'm a hinge and I just like this it's fun. Like I don't do things like this shows like my real self like when I'm having fun. I was like,
No,
yes,
vacation self isn't your real self.
oh, it is. It
No,
is. In my case, in
I
my
don't I don't think so.
okay, when do I do
I think everyone has vacation photos, but that's not the real
when
you.
do I
That's
do drugs?
vacation you.
On
That's the
vacation. On vacation. Do I do drugs only on vacation? For the most part, yes.
sure.
Most part, yes. When I'm in Pennsylvania, I visit my buddy with the Mimi buddy, or if I'm on vacation trying to canoe, or was it what was it, kayak? Where are we in?
Ew. Kayaking.
I'm trying to kayak and canoe, and I'm like trying to fail to do drugs, and you had to show me,
Yeah.
which hopefully wasn't triggering. You're like,
No.
do the drugs like this.
I
Yeah,
don't like the word trigger.
I don't like it either.
I find it's a
You,
trigger for me.
it's a trigger for you to say trigger. No, but my vacation self is like this is when I actually want to do things. So is
Yeah.
that is that not Is that not the case? Am I not simultaneously like a dungeon homebody that broadcasts from a dungeon or writes into the void? And then when I'm not in the void, I try to like live it up and be like meet boys at museums. But am I both those people or do I have to choose?
I don't think you have to choose. I think you can be all. I think we're all multifaceted.
Are we all a part of we're all inside of our own multiverse?
We're all, we're all.
We all have main character syndrome in our own multiverse.
We should, yeah. If you don't, if you're not the main character in your own life, yeah, you should be. You need to be.
What
You're
if you're
definitely the
like
main character.
what if you're a mom or that goes to
You're
Chick-fil-A and
still the main character.
I mean, I guess it's true.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, you can think about others a lot, but
Yeah,
like,
hey,
I'm living in my head all the time.
oh yeah, that's true. It's be like, hey, I mean, this guy's all right. He's probably not a monster. And you're like, you're just making quick judgments and just let's move this right along is what they're thinking. Like, he won't kill me.
Are you still thinking about the Chick-fil-A person?
Yeah, it was
And
funny.
you could have been a stepdad. I think
No,
I could. I think I could be a stepdad. I
you're
mean, I'm
already
not cool.
dead though.
Exactly. That's why it's easy. But when I was younger, I was like, I don't
It's
know.
like
That seems like a
what
lot of
came
work.
first, yeah, like
But
it,
now I'm like, I could, in theory, a hypothetical Luther could love a person and love a
you don't
kid.
have to love them. You just have to be there, right?
Well, I mean, I think you can you
I
can
could,
also love them.
I just couldn't be there. I couldn't stick it out. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck.
no, I
I could
love them, but from my own home.
I could love them and not stick it out, but I couldn't stick it out and not love them.
It's
Again,
one or the other. Yeah,
which
I
is
get.
worse? Which is worse?
I don't
What do
know.
you
It's all
think?
bad. I don't know what we're talking about
Oh, we're
anymore.
talking about stepdaddy syndrome, man. You're
Just
like, yo, that's a
stepdads riding the bus,
that's
maternity
OG syndrome,
photos.
man. If you think about it, you'd be like, I could be that person's dad, or like I could step up where that guy's
That's
not.
what I look at moms all the time and go, I could be her daddy. I could be her daddy.
I could be that guy's kid's dad. I'd kill
No,
that
I'm
guy.
talking about the
Oh,
moms. I'm gonna be
oh
their
yeah,
father.
yeah.
Their
I want to be.
father, not their daddy. Not in
You
this.
want
It's
to.
not
You
sex.
want
It's
to.
not
You want to be
sex.
the younger.
I just want to be a paternal figure in
You
their
see a
life.
marginally attractive woman, youngish woman, like 25 to 40, and you're like, so where's your mom at? She got somebody? And you're like, I could be your father, And they're like,
No,
what?
no, no.
And not
I
like your
want to.
daddy, like your dom, but like I want to fucking get with your mom, and I want to say like, you have me for money, and I determine your day.
It's not sexual. I want them to call me when they need help with
Yeah,
their taxes or they're
right.
not sure how to buy a car
Exactly.
or
We
they
can
need
dance to
some.
those things, right?
Yeah, they need a dimmer switch installed,
Yeah.
like those sorts of
Oh
things.
my God, yes. Because
They need
like
help assembling their bed. I
I
just
can
want to
tell
be
them
a.
like what guys are bad for them, and it's like, and
Yeah.
they don't like see me as like someone that wants to bang them, or they don't even think that I would. And it's just like instead of like, oh, that's sad, it's like, oh, that's nice. This
I
is a
think
nice
we're just talking
thing.
about being friends with women. It sounds like, but
No, no, we're not. We're
no,
not.
no, it's
There's
being a father.
specifically
It's being a father.
it's being a father.
I
There's
want to be her father.
there's specifically younger women that if you just you wore your age and your status like of that and how many people you've been with or how experienced you are in life on your forehead, they'd be like little bit, little bitty, and we'd be like big daddy, right? We're like
Oh no,
17
I
years
lost
old.
it.
No, we're like 17 years older than them, or like 12 to 17 or 12 or
They
more.
can be older than me. That's fine.
No, they just have to be less experienced in these things in these what realms. But I'm like, okay, you're
What is?
telling me about going back to school. I'm like, have you thought about not? I mean, just saying, there's a lot of things in this world that you
Well,
can
what do you expect the ROI on that's going to be? You know,
exactly. Hey, look, in the end, it's all
that's a
about
lot to that's a lot to shell out. What are you thinking you're going to get back on that investment? And
yeah.
it's
Have you
not
thought
to
about
mention your
shadowing
time.
somebody? You're like, you maybe you could shadow somebody for a
Are
little
there
bit.
any other growth potentials for
Yeah,
you? Any other avenues to success?
yeah,
You
exactly. Have
know
you?
what you need is a mentor. That's what you need.
Oh yeah, you
I
thought
just
about.
want to give fatherly advice
Should we
to
team up?
women in their 40s.
Should we team up, dude? I think we should team up.
Yeah. You know
We
what?
know a couple of women in their 40s that maybe we know from relativity, and Yeah, they could probably listen to us.
You know, and I think, at least I'm pretty sure, um, most of women's decisions are made by get to be made by white men still. So like I think there's
Yeah,
like it's expected. There's
it's
precedence.
expected. So walls,
Why don't we just start telling them? They don't need to come to us. Let's just tell
should
more women.
are we to pivot? Are we talking about becoming an advice for women show? Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Maybe we just have a segment at the end. You know, in theory we could get callers or please email
Wendy, please
women
email.
women
You're not here
woman
tonight, Wendy. Please email.
the one woman who may be listening, you know.
DegenerateNation@gmail.com or tweet at Degenerate Show. What do you want to ask a fella?
Yeah, you know, you got a question that maybe we could answer. You got a problem in your life that you're wondering what you're supposed to do. Should you go for the guy or the girl? Should you ask for the promotion? Do
Hashtag
you,
ask father. Is
yeah,
father a capital F?
do you, you know, you need assistance with that DIY project around the house and you're just not sure where to
Yeah,
begin?
you know what I'm talking about, punching that rainbow. So are we like good cop, bad cop? Good dad, bad dad?
Sure. Ooh, so many. Ah, this is great. We're really
Good.
going to take this in the new direction.
Yeah, you're a good father. I'm a bad father, right?
Ooh,
Then we
bad daddy.
pivot. Bad keep
It'll be
going.
good.
Dads. We're bad dads that we're giving advice to someone else's lads instead, and they're women and they're young, but not young enough
But not
to
that young.
date us.
Yeah.
They're too old to date and they're too young for the grave, and they're gonna get advice instead from us. We could give them something, little something, 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 but we're gonna give them nothing but good advice from a good dad, bad dad. That's rad. Let's start. Okay, make up some questions. I'm ready.
I got nothing. I thought
You got
that was
nothing?
going to be the end. I thought that you were going to say bye at the end of your little jingle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm really. I want to test this out. I'm feeling good.
Oh, well, you're really good at coming up with responses to, you know, things seeking advice. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that those responses are based in any world experience or life experience or
Bad
logic
dad.
of
It
any
sounds like
kind.
bad dad, but they're quick. And
They're
like,
quick and you say them with feeling as if it's from a position of knowledge and strength, which really
mhm.
I think is at least 80% of being a dad.
I know. I feel like I'm the archetypal white male only when I'm asked a question that I don't have an answer to.
That's when you just default to just keep putting words out and
Grind it out.
eventually they'll
It
just
works.
they'll
Well, no, it's
they'll
just like
accept it.
I don't have the benchmarks of that success, but like honestly, like who gives the best advice but an abject failure? Like abject. I'm pooping my pants on vacay with my girlfriend, so I can
You've
give
said
you
you said that you threw away 3 pairs of underwear in the
in 2 months
past couple months. 2 months.
and a
You know,
shirt and a shirt.
speaking of fatherly advice, one thing that I've told my children
Okay,
is like if they've accidentally, you know,
own it.
yeah, well, if you poop your pants, pee, whatever. I mean, it's been a long time, but I've always been like, girls, it happens. It happens to everybody. I haven't pooped my pants for the last time. All right, nowhere near it. Like I know I'm gonna poop my pants. It's
You're gonna change
inevitable.
Uncle Andy's pants at some
It's
point.
inevitable. You're gonna poop your pants again. Well, all we get is a daily reprieve from shitting our drawers. That's
Yeah,
it.
not
Just
even
today.
daily sometimes for me.
One day at a time. We're not pooping our pants.
I know, basically, and this is like, hey, what are my one of my resolutions? Women, if you're listening to daddy here, to bad dad, you want to not shit your pants the rest of the year. You want to learn how to use a bidet properly and then improperly. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking. Run it back. Run that play back. Run that play back.
I,
Working
you're
on our
so
catch.
far off base. Yet again, this is great. I can't wait for us to get a single email. Please, again, that person who you know you're on the bus. It's rainy. You got nothing going on. You let this podcast run. Shoot that email off. You got a question for us?
DegenerateNation@gmail.com.
DegenerateNation@gmail.com.
And then you got tweet at Degenerate Show. Tweet us. X's, whatever we call it.
It's
The
X.
action.
Do you X someone now? X
Mm.
at somebody?
I think
Scat.
you can still say tweet. They need to like, bah, we got bad then. Bad, bad ass at x.com, degenerate show, Get after us because we want to make this a running, not bit, running pivot.
I
Pivot. I'm doing
just
the thing with my hands. Did you see it? I did so good.
You did. It's really
I'm
good.
my best boy.
I
I'm
just
on
need
the
to
best.
know that someone's out there in the void. That's
I'm
all.
on the best boy. You didn't say it.
You're
Look
the
at
best.
I did the
You're
troll.
such a good boy.
I did
He's the
like I did
best.
it like organically. It's organic. It's the best. Not the best. Not the worst.
Best. The best.
Shitty
Not the
Vance.
best, not the worst. That's what we're going
Shitty
for.
Vance doesn't shit his pants. 2024. The other guy will shit some more. Okay. No. What? Will you give me the cut? I give you the cut. I give me the cut. I give me the cut. We're gonna go hard for two because I botched two or three good cuts. I don't you give me the great scores and I'm scared.
I was trying to get you the go home cue. I thought it was a good way to end
Oh,
abruptly.
I always end abruptly, but I was just like focused because there's an election. If you are you blind? There's
You
an
know,
election going on. We're electing a president. We're electing a government. We're
I keep
electing
on
a way of
getting
life.
I keep on getting these texts from Kamala Harris. Is she blowing up your phone?
You got her cell phone number?
Dude, she keeps hitting me up for money is what she keeps on doing.
And she didn't give you the cookie and
She keeps on going, "Hey, boy, you got 30 bucks?" And then
and you
she
know
upped it.
what? You know
She's,
what?
"Hey man, I'm trying to get 40 bucks. You got 40 bucks? I'm trying to catch a bus."
Let
I
me
don't know
ask
what
you
she's doing.
something.
Why does she need
Let,
$40?
let me
Everyone
ask
knows she's running. What are these campaign funds for at this point?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Like
Getting
we already know
criminals
who
out of
you
jail.
are.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Do we?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
do you? Do you know? Have you known the depths of them? Have you been in a swift boat with them or whatever the fuck? What have you done with them? Have you worked on a skiff with nothing but finger paints and Nutri-Grain bars? Have you done this? Have you known them intimately? Have you had sex with relations with them and then used the bidet afterwards? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we don't know these candidates, and that's why we need to not vote. I want you, if you're listening and you're living in another country, probably if you're listening, don't vote. Whatever country you're in, just don't vote. It's stupid. The same things always happen. It's always bullshit. It sucks. Don't vote. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. Okay, don't vote, you piece of shit. Okay, okay, bye.